Snow beat the EPS, a revenue beat, so really good. Not only that, Snow had a lot of upgrades. Everybody was coming in upgrading Snow. I was watching initially, it pulled back, so it looked like it's a gap and crap. The game plan on Snow was pretty simple. Gap and crap under 224, long over the pre-market highs or 512 curls. This is a golden amateur. The candle first pulled down, but it never closed red or never closed under that 224 level. When it started to curl here, that's when I noticed it was a trend move. You see this candle right here when it started? That's where you take it long. Put your stops 226, break out over the pre-market highs, and this you take a long. If you're taking 100 shares, you're risking $200, and you made almost $1,000 because it ran to 240. We were long. 235 was our first target. We hit our 235 target. Our next target was 240. We sold 60% on that pop to 238. Then our 240 target almost hit. We almost hit that right here. Then it started to pull back. We had a big run, big push, and then we got out. But this is one of the concepts that I often teach everyone. Reclaim of 512 even more bullish. You take it long right here. I told the traders that you should be long. So the stops were this time at the lows of the previous candle at 235. You're longing here at 237. Another $2, and this time we went to 250. So when we had this curl, I gave them the stops below the candle. I told the traders, again, we are going for 245, 246 because it's a multi-year level. You always go to your daily charts, weekly charts. This is my weekly chart right here. Always look where was the last high, and I could see that it was from 222 and it was 245, 246. That's how we find those levels of resistance. That's how we find those targets. And we are getting this breakout over the high of the day. So you do not get out. You hold. You hold as long as 512 Ripster key EMA cloud hold. You do not cut. You hold, 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 hold. When we hit 250, I told the traders, get out of the most versus 250. You can buy the lotos on pullback, but once we break the 512, you exit everything, and it was done for the day. The 250 is such a big level, psychological level, and right at 249.99, that was the high of the day. So many important concepts here. 512 reclaims, pre-market high breakouts, 512 flush and reclaim bullish. 512 calls were here, 512 reclaim bullish, and 250 psychological level. Of course, gap and go setup, weekly levels. So many things that you can learn through this one trade. If you're option trader, you just literally had to hold your options. If you're shares trader, you had to sell 50%, 30%, 20% on the way like that. 245 in the morning went from 30 cents all the way to $2, 400%, and in the middle of the day went from $1 to $7. That was like a 600% gain. Most of my traders wrapped up like weeks worth of profit in Snow. It was just such a good trade. I told the traders to not to pike, to hold. See, Anand did not pike, he hold it. Explorer got 200%. Tony did really good on Snow. Jody made 100% on Snow. Cleanscape was done for the entire week on Snow. Omega was done for the day on Snow. It was just a beautiful trade. And because I every day preach about holding, that's why the traders held, and they got a really nice trades on Snow today. Beautiful move. And it's not even that you had to buy it right out of the gate. You could wait when Snow was giving you the trend move. This was the trend move. You wait the first candle. You don't have to buy the bottom. You wait for the trend move squeeze. And that's exactly where I told the traders to long with the stops at 226, breakout pre-market highs. This is, guys, your week changing, month changing trade. Was a beautiful trade.
Come to trade with Ripster. Join the community at www.tenettradegroup.com.